Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time, welcome. My name is Super Sammy, but you can call me Sammy, and welcome to my channel. Guys, as you can see, I am glowing, and today I'm finally going to show you guys how I do my makeup. This is my everyday beat, my subtle kind of everyday makeup. So yeah, if you want to see how I achieve this look, please keep watching. And yeah guys, this is my first ever tutorial, so bear with me. I'm gonna keep it simple, I'm gonna keep it short, nothing too complicated, very beginner friendly, so feel free to take a few notes from my tutorial.
It's Husey in the building. Sit down, relax, baby, let me take you on a ride. Sit down, relax, baby, let me take you on a ride. Welcome to my roller coaster.
Hey. Okay, so the first thing that I do, obviously, I take my moisturizer. This is aloe vera gel that I use every day on my face after I wash my face. After I cleanse my face, I use aloe vera gel for my skin. So I just apply that on, I rub it onto my skin. And then to prime my face, I use the MAC Prep and Prime Setting Spray. It's actually both a setting spray and a primer, so yeah, that's what I use. I just spray it all over my face. That's how I prime my face. I just, air dry it, blow it on so that it, it does the things. And then for my eyebrows, I always start with my eyebrows, guys. So for my eyebrows, I use this pencil, just a dark brown pencil. This one is from, I'm actually not sure where it's from, but yeah, my mom brought it for me when she came to see me from England. But any brown pencil honestly can work, any dark brown pencil. So what I do is I basically try and fill in my brows. I draw the shape that I want my brows to look like. So you just have to draw according to your eyebrow shape. So I like my eyebrows in this shape, so I draw this shape on, and then afterwards I fill in like the extra spaces. Fill in the extra spaces. Yeah. Next, I use my eyebrow concealer. This one is from Volt Cosmetics. Guys, I've had this for the longest time ever. I was even laughing at myself because it looks so crusty and old now. But yeah, I got this from Volt Cosmetics. And basically, concealing your eyebrows is just cleaning up like the pencil that went on the wrong places, if that makes sense. Like if you made a mistake, or if you want to like clean up your brows so that they're really defined. What eyebrow concealer does, it defines your eyebrow shape. So yeah, I just put it underneath my brows like that, just below like the pencil lines. What I do to the left eye, always do to the right eye. Just under there, throw it on, just conceal my under eye, and then I also conceal the top so that my eyebrow is really defined. You want your brow to pop, sis. You want it to pop. Make sure you do the tail. Like, I love a sharp tail, so always try and make sure you have to use an angle brush. So yeah, conceal, blend it out at the top. Always blend out the concealer so that you don't have any concealer lines. So I actually realized I didn't show you guys the brush I was using. This is an angle brush. This particular one is from my Naked brush set. I have a brush set from Naked, and this one is an angled brush. That's the one you always use for your eyebrows, and it's perfect, especially for the tail of your brow. That's so it's really sharp and defined. always make sure, guys, that you really pay attention. I take the most time to do my brows actually, because it's really hard trying to get that perfect shape. Like, it's really hard, and as you can see, it's also hard to match the right to the left eyebrow. They never look the same, trust me, but just do your best. I take my beauty blender. I just wet it a little bit. I basically use this beauty blender to blend out the concealer. Make sure that it's wet, and then I just blend out the concealer that I've used. This is important because you do not want any concealer lines. You know those people that, like, you know, when they post a picture, like, you know, on social media, and you can actually see that, okay, that is the concealer line going from there, from left to right, you know. You really don't want that, so it's important to blend out your concealer. Some people use a brush, but I just love my beauty blender, so that's what I use all the time. So next is foundation, and I'm currently using the Revlon Color Stay foundation in the shade Caramel number 400 for normal to dry skin. Yeah, my skin type, I actually have combination to oily skin, but yeah, my mom made a mistake and got me this one, but it's working. Like, it works really fine for me. I put it using my finger because I really don't want to put it on my beauty blender because I feel like I waste more product by doing that. So I just squeeze a little bit and just like put it all over my skin using my finger. And then I take my beauty blender and just use it to blend out the foundation. Always remember that your beauty blender has to be wet. I'd wet it already when I blended out my concealer. So yep, we blend.
The people that love you want me to love you though. And I can tell you that I love you, girl. They tell me to walk on deep, I tell baby girl, they will never. No, no, don't echo. I will hear it, Masuma acho wafura, kuwa yacho wakuna, no. Dokuda, moyo wangu watora wapuna.
Guys, also always make sure that you blend out your foundation all the way down to your neck. You want your face to match your neck. Yo, guys, what I've seen. Okay, now it is time for the contouring and highlighting. I use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn to highlight my face. Yeah, but there was something wrong. Error somewhere. I basically bought, guys, buying makeup in China. I bought the wrong shade. So yeah, what I also do is I use this foundation by Mary Kay, Time Wise. But this foundation is expensive. I don't use it all the time. But yeah, I basically use that instead as my highlight because it's a few shades lighter than me. So it works very well as a highlighter. I take my wet beauty blender again and then I use it to blend my concealer. Basically what you have to do is to place your concealer under your eyes, in your T-zone, and just above your jawline in a sort of a T shape. So under your eyes, like I'm blending right now, on your forehead, on your chin, and just below, just above your jawline. So just blend out the concealer, blend. Yeah, pretty much. And the bridge of your nose has to be highlighted. Okay, so next, my favorite, contouring, and I also use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Mahogany. Guys, contouring is life. Contouring does the things that makes the makeup things to be done. Yeah, it basically shapes your face. Like, that's what's gonna give your face the shape, so I do that duck face thingy. That thing that I'm doing, yeah, and I just put the contour in my inner, English, yeah, you can see what I'm doing. And also on my jawline. Yeah, I put it there as well, and just on my forehead. It also gives you the illusion that your forehead is smaller, because as 5 head gang, who out here representing? I also contour my nose so that it looks a bit smaller. Yeah, the lighting in the bathroom I'm in is a little too much, so I don't know if you can see, but I'm sure you can see like where my contour is. That's why I put it. And then I grab another beauty blender, because obviously now I'm using a darker makeup basically. I wet it and then I blend out my contour. I blend once again, blend it out, make sure it's really blended. We don't want to see your lines, sis. You know those lines that you can tell this is the contour, this is the, yeah, we don't want that. So blend out all the contour, your forehead, and your dark face lines, which we're going to call them dark face lines because I don't know what they're called, and your jawline and your... Here I took the beauty blender that I use for my foundation and my face concealer / highlight, and I'm just using that to blend everything together, my contour, my highlight, my foundation. I'm sure by now you can tell how important blending is, because you don't want any harsh lines. People shouldn't be able to tell that this is where your contour is, this is where your highlight is. It should all look flawless, all look like it's one face basically. It is time to bake, and I use the Ben NYE banana powder, and I use this small little sponge from a sponge set I get from Miniso, basically just really cheap, 10 RMB. So I use this sponge to put the banana powder right over the areas that I highlighted / concealed using my face concealer. Baking, guys, is really important because it sets your concealer. When it's hot, or after a long day, your makeup is gonna move if you don't set your face. So it is very important to use banana powder all over the places that you push your concealer, because it just holds it together and just it just does the things, guys. It does the things. So yeah, I'm just putting it in all the areas that I used my concealer. I especially love to put my banana powder just below my contour. I feel like that really makes my face shape pop. If I really put it just above my jawline, below my contour, I feel like that really gives me the shape of the face, the face shape that I really like. And yeah. While my face is baking, that means while the banana powder sets into my concealer, I start to do my eyes. And the first thing I do, I take my LA Girl Pro Conceal and I just use that to prime my eyes. I don't use a brush, I just use my pinky finger and I just tap it on, I just dab it onto my eyelids. This step is very important, guys, if you want your eyeshadow to stick. I feel like if you don't prime your eyes first, your eyeshadow doesn't stick. When you just put eyeshadow and then at the end of the day it's not as popping as it was in the morning, that's because it was moving. It didn't actually stick to your eyelids. So I really feel it's important to prime your eyes first. So for this look, I am using this palette by Focalo. I have had this palette also for the longest time. As you can see, I use this literally every day. This is my go-to eyeshadow palette. I got it from my friend last year on my birthday. So I use this brush. This is the brush that I use for my eyeshadow, and I'm gonna start off with this color right there. That's the one I'm gonna use, and I'm just gonna place it all over my crease. I'm gonna use that color all over my crease. What I do to my left eye, I obviously do to my right eye. Just make sure you have just the right amount Just the right color popping. Next, I use the darker one. That's in the shade Terracotta. The one I use first, no, actually the one I use first is the shade Terracotta, and then now I'm using the shade Toffee. I just put that at the outer corners of my eyes because it's a bit darker. So I love how it gives me a sort of smoked kind of look, and I love that. And then I also take the black color, just a little bit, and I use that to smoke out just above the toffee. Smoke out my eye using that black color, just the outer corners of my eye. You want to make sure that it's really blended. And then next I take this little brush. That's the one I use for the glitter. As you can see, I was trying to match my eyeshadow with my outfit, so I had to check. I used this pinkish glitter in the shade Ruby. And yeah, I forgot to mention that I actually wet the brush first. Also, wetting the brush makes the glitter stick. You don't want your glitter to be moving. And I use glitter in the corner of my eyes, like in the inner half of my eye. I use the glitter. That's the pink glitter I was using for the inner corners of my eyes. I was trying to, I don't know if this is actually, I can't really call it a cut crease, but it's sort of a cut crease. Sort of. Well, not really. I'm really not a makeup pro, guys, evidently, but I try. I try. When I want to look beat, I try. I put the glitter right in my inner eyes. So I love to create that sort of gradient, if you can see what I'm talking about, where in the inner corners of my eyes it's all glittery and bright, and then the outer corners of my eyes are matte and dark. I'm sure you can see from if I close my eyes. And then I take another brush and I go in with this color. This is salmon, and I sort of use this as a transition or blending color where I just blend everything together now. Excuse my ratchet ass. Guess what song I was singing? Comment down below. It's kind of obvious. The song I was singing. Anyway, yeah, I just use this to blend everything together now so that you don't see where the... Again, I'm being ratchet, don't mind that. Yeah, so that you don't see where the matte is, the glitter is, so everything just sort of blends together, and just, you know, the transition is fluid. And then for eyeliner, I use this eyeliner. I get this from Miniso. I love it because it's so thin, and yeah. I just draw a black line right above my lash line. That's how I just put my eyeliner. I feel like I'm not perfect at this. It's really hard to get the perfect winged eyeliner. Shout out to the people who actually know how to do this perfectly. Yeah, I'm not good at that, but yeah, guys, we try. Now it's time for eyelashes. Oh my gosh, I love these eyelashes. They are from my girl Maka. Shout out to you. Makeup by Maka, guys. Maka lashes are everything. Check out this packaging. I was just drooling all over it. This is from her Christmas collection. Yeah, I still have these lashes, guys. I love them. Maka lashes, shout out to you. Make sure you check her out on Instagram at Makeup by Maka. She makes amazing lashes, guys. Check them out. They are everything. Like, they are literally everything. This is all I wear, guys. She's from Zim. If you're in Zim also, do make sure you check out her page. Her lashes are everything. Like, no joke. They are really so soft and they're so comfortable and they look really, really good. After I put on the glue on my lashes, I just stick them onto my eyelids. This really took me time to learn, but basically you just have to make sure you place it right above your lash line. I don't use anything, I just use my fingers because I feel like it's more precise that way. Just place it above your lash line and just press it down so that the glue really sticks. And you can just check to see, that it's really above your lash line, like really right just above, because you don't want to see that division from where your real eyelash is and where your false eyelash is. That's how I do it. Next, I take this black pencil. This is my pencil from MAC. It's just a black pencil and I use it to line the lower lids of my eyes. Yeah, this really defines your eyes basically. Just draw a small thin line below your eyes. And then I take my brush. This is a brush that I use to now dust off all the excess banana powder. The baking is over, guys. The baking is finished, so I just use this brush to now brush off all that excess powder off my face. Just brush it all off. Brush, brush, brush. And then to set my contour, I use this contour palette by Too Faced. This is the Too Faced palette and it comes with this small little brush, and I take the shade Dark Cocoa and just go over all the areas that I used my cream contour, the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I just brush the powder contour from this palette right everywhere, over every area that I used the cream contour. So basically everywhere that you use a cream, always set it with a powder. That's so it doesn't move and it stays put the whole day. That's for your makeup to also look really, really good. And then to bring more life and color to my face, I just take a blush. I'm sorry I forgot to show you guys the blush that I use, but this is my blush from MAC. And I just put it on my cheekbones and just above the contour. Yeah, I just use that blush all over my cheekbones and just above my contour. And I put a little bit too much, so I'm taking the brush, my powder brush, and just brushing it off because I put a little bit too much. So yeah. And now in order to just dissolve all the powders on my face, I use my MAC Prep and Prime setting spray again, and I just spray it all over my face. This really dissolves all those powders and makes them, it makes everything come together basically. Just all those powders to just melt in your skin, and so that your makeup looks really good. Sorry guys, I was being ratchet again. There was music playing in the background. And then for highlights, I'm using this highlight from Real Cosmetics. Real Cosmetics is actually by a Zim makeup artist, guys. Her name's Fadzai Mangwiro. Shout out to you. Check out her Instagram page at Real Cosmetics. Yeah, I was trying it out, and I think I really like it actually. It's in the shade Golden Dust. And so I just take my fan brush and I highlight my face. This is the glow highlight, guys, but because this is my day makeup, I try and keep it very subtle because I don't want to be looking extra, during the day. But if it's night makeup, then I try and go all out. But yeah, I just put a little bit just there in my cheekbones just to get that glow, especially when you're gonna be in a place that's well lit up. You want to be glowing. Now this is another brush that I also use to use my glow highlighter, and I just put it like just there in my chin. Just put it right there, and also on my forehead, just on the small portion of my forehead, because then I want to glow, guys. You gotta glow. I'm sorry, like the lighting here, I'm actually upset that the lighting doesn't actually show the highlight, because then it probably looks like I'm not doing anything, but I actually was putting highlighter on there. But it's gonna show on my nose there. I'm sure you can see it. That's how much it glows. It really does glow. So I just put it there using my fan brush on my nose. Yeah, you can actually really see it over there. Also take some and put on the tip of your nose for that extra glow. You want to be popping, you want to be glowing. Yeah, I will leave for these handles, for these details in the description box as well. Real Cosmetics just launched her makeup line. It's pretty cool. And then for my lips, I just use my dark brown pencil to line my lips and just blend it out like that. And then for this look, I was using this lip stain by Huda Beauty. It's a matte lip stain, just a pink matte that I used. Put it there and then just blend. When you line your lips with a lip liner, you always want to make sure you blend everything together, because then you don't want to be showing like this is where the pencil is and this is where the lipstick is. So make sure you just blend everything together. Blending is so important, guys. It's so important in making sure that your makeup looks flawless. So yeah, here I just took a smaller brush and my highlighter, and I'm highlighting my brow bone just there under my arch, my eyebrow arch. Just pop a little bit of highlight over there. I feel like it just makes it cute, it makes your brow bones pop, 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 pop. And then once again, I bathe in setting spray, bring everything together. That's the last time I used the spray after the highlighter. I really like it. So yes guys, that is the final completed look. This is how I do my everyday makeup. Very simple, very easy. I think if you're trying to learn how to do makeup, if you follow these steps, you'll be on the right path. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell so that you get a notification every time I post. And if you liked my tutorial, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more makeup tutorials, different looks that I try, if you want to see a night routine, like a night makeup kind of tutorial, comment down below, let me know guys.